So here we have our anodized black folding peg version. These also come in a fixed peg and anodized silver as well. The first thing we'll talk about is the mounting of the rear set. This is an M10 screw here, and it's threaded pretty deep, so you've got a bit of range, and that's good for if you're mounting to, let's say, your old passenger peg location. You'll still have plenty of thread engagement if you decide to do that. Here on the back, this lip sticks out just a hair more than the rear set, so that when you tighten it down, the foot peg can still, or the lever can still pivot. In the case of our rear sets, it'll mount just like this. And you can see there's a little gap, and that allows the lever to pivot without being bound. So when mounting it, depending on what you're, if you're not using our bracket, just keep that in mind that, that face there is the mounting face, and you need a little bit of clearance. So you just need a good face to mount to. Right. So looking deeper into the rear sets, you can see that the pivot is mounted using 2 radial ball bearings. And that looks like this. So you've got one on the back side and one on the front. And what that does is we have a very solid mounted lever. And when you have that, the shifts feel really crisp. It takes all the play out. There's no slop, there's no side to side in these. And so it just gives it a really clean feel shifting. These bearings are also sealed, so you won't have dirt get in there. They're oiled. The bearings are sealed for life, so it'll remain clean, and you'll always have that really smooth feel. Unlike some have bushings in there, you can get dirt or you can get oil, and then dirt will stick to it. Whereas this will never have that issue. It will always be positive. It will always feel crisp. So here we have the arm, the adjustable arm itself, and on this arm, the mounting points for the linkage, we have 2 holes, and what that'll do is allow you to change how much throw you have on the foot lever itself. So the closer in you move it, the less leverage you have, but the shorter the throw. And when you put it on the outside, you've got more travel with your foot, but you've got more leverage. Typically, we're always running them on the outside. I haven't really had a situation where I needed to run it on the inside. So here we have the toe peg. It's a nice knurled piece. You've got good traction on here. It's hollowed out for weight. Just a nice clean piece. Mounted with an M8. If you're ever to drop the bike or something and damage this could easily be replaced. So here we have the foot peg. This particular rear set is the folding version. Inside of the folding we have the insides look like this. It's a spring and a stainless steel ball. And there's a matching detent inside of the mating part. And what that does is gives you a nice locking up or down. And the locking, the folding is nice for, if you've got a kickstart, you can move the peg up out of the way and it'll give you a little more clearance for the Kickstarter. Then here we have a stainless steel pin. It's got the logo etched into it. On the back side, it's just held on with the snap ring. Keeps it in place and a good positive feel. The foot peg is knurled, and it's got a nice knurl on it, and so what that'll do is, give you traction obviously, but even in the wet, if you were to get wet, this is still going to provide good grip for your shoe. Water's not going to affect that at all. Then the inside's hollowed out, cut a little weight out of it. Here we have the fixed version. This is just a solid peg, there's no folding. Some people like this. If you don't need the folding, the fix is probably the way to go. You don't have to worry about it flipping up or anything like that. The inside's hollowed out. just like the folding, but the fixed version. The lengths are the same between the two. The lever is CNC'd out of a piece of billet aluminum, and so what that means is it's not, it's not cast. It's not gonna break on you. It's if you do happen to drop the bike or something like that, you'll bend this before it actually breaks. It's not gonna just put a little force on it and snap it. It's a solid piece. Then it's got the kick over, and this gives you a little. It gives you some clearance for clearing the shifter. When you start adding the linkages for the rear sets, a lot of times the bar will run through here, or you've got something on the frame that you need to clear, and so that offset really helps. And then it also makes for a comfortable foot position. When this is on the bike, your feet are kind of kicked out. You don't have to keep your feet straight in. From the toe peg to the foot peg, we've got 5 5/8 inch, 143 millimeters. When we were designing this, we kept this longer than standard. This helps with, riding boots or larger shoe sizes, so that you have plenty of room and stay comfortable. Our rear sets come in 4 variations. There's a black folding, a black fixed, as well as a silver fixed and a silver folding. Also, if you're looking for a passenger peg, we have matching passenger pegs, and they come in folding, black and silver as well. These also have a lifetime warranty, so if there's any issues with it, just send it back, shoot us an email, and we'll get you the replacement parts or replace them completely.